question, if you want to financially help, how do we do it? I say there's been some wonderful propositions already so far. Let's wait until the show goes live. Really, the show's going to go super live on Monday when really we're going to be out there on the early show. So the early show, we're going to be off the early show by 9 a.m. Monday, and there on the streets of New York, needing help, needing resources, looking for the ride. And
what time is the show on? Do you know exactly the early show?
What happened last time? It starts at 7 a.m. East Coast, and it wraps either at 9 or 10. Last time they put us on at 8 a.m., 8 or 8:15, and there were a couple of segments. The way it worked is that they introduced us, and then they went to another segment, and they came back to us, and they kind of sent us off at the end of the show.
Right.
Bon voyage. And it might be similar, but it's probably safe to say that by 9 a.m. we'll be kind of out there. And then, just to get back, what you would do then is through the site, suggest or propose things, and rest assured that every one of your suggestions is going to be listened to, if not immediately directly by Jeff and I, it'll be by Alex and Byrne and the support team and everything like that, and then we will get in touch with you, and we'll see what happens.
What else we got? We bring something to remind you of Jordan. I'm going to get a lot of chance to speak with Jordan on the road, actually, whether it's through Skype, face-to-face, or we'll have a web book with us, we'll have phones with us, so we'll definitely get a chance to talk to Jordan every single day. So it's not like, I'm going to sit in my bed and have a little tear run down my face. I'll be able to talk to her all the time. Of course, I'm not going to be able to physically be with her, but she's going to be with me every day and, take the whole journey with me as well as all of you guys.
Yeah. Where are you going? What's one thing you hope to personally gain from this adventure?
Personally, I just hope I grow up. I just hope I grow as a person. That's what I want. I think traveling is about learning and just seeing different cultures and viewing the world through someone else's eyes really helps you grow as a person. And that's what I hope to gain at the end of this, just to be a better all-around person. So that's what I'm hoping to gain from this, and I'm sure that it will.
How much in advance are we planning? Not a lot at all. Again, it's touch and go until Monday, and then from Monday on, it's really wide open, completely wide open. So please bring us your suggestions. What is the length of the show? Each webisode is around 5 or 6 minutes. That's what it's going to be like the ones we've done so far. That's how much we can kind of jam pack in. But if we have an amazing day and it's 8 minutes, I'm sure you guys will appreciate. Rarely will it be less than 3 minutes, I think.
I need some feedback. I can't work like this.
Oh. Well, it's going very rapidly. I mean, I guess they just want us to, let's see. Do you need people to meet up with in New York City? I think that right at the start in New York City, it's probably best to let us just kind of have a moment of just like on our own, if we immediately get whisked off in a limo, I'm just kidding, to the next place, that might, take away just a little bit. So we want to feel the concrete a little bit, I think, in New York.
And like I was telling Joe earlier today, I know we're packing and all this stuff. It has not even hit me yet that I'm taking this journey. So I think Monday it's going to like a brick in the face when we walk off that early show. So yeah, definitely take a minute to absorb all that and take it from there. It's still like, I don't even know what's up. But
yeah, we just arrived today from LA and just kind of getting our bearings, and we have some meetings here in Chicago still, and it's still packing and getting ready, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those days. And we will be uploading material, and there'll be 2 webisodes before the early show, like the day of the early show.
You sound like you have a cold. A little. A little celebrating before I leave, I think, was the problem.
Have you spoken to Julie Chen since getting ATF?
No, I haven't. I'm sure Julie Chen's a busy lady, but I'd like to talk with her. If any of you guys could put me in touch with her, that'd be great.
When did we know that we were going to do a second season? It really sped up in the last 3 to 6 months. First one finished in February 2008, and there was a bit of silence. We did the TV show, but the second season with CBS only in the last 3 to 4 or 5 months. Time passes quick.
There's a good. Would there be like voting to help so they feel involved? There's no voting in the show per se, but it's you guys are involved. Where I go is determined by what you guys send me. So all my options are sent through the audience. You know, I can't go anywhere without the help of the audience. So that's how you're involved. There's no voting. Although, you know what? I do have one thing that I want to do. You know, Alex, if anyone watched last season, you know, Alex always ended the segment with cheers.
Right.
Okay? I don't have a tagline yet. So I always say, let's dance, or some goofy adios amigos, or whatever I do. But I don't have a definite tagline. So if you have any suggestions for how you want me to end each segment, you know, Alex said cheers last year. I'm open to suggestions, and maybe we could find a new saying for me to say at the end of each segment, you know?
I thought it was John Gotti. I can't say John Gotti is like an adjective, isn't it?
Yeah, so like this GPS is John Gotti, man. Where did you get this?
I saw the first time John Gotti was when we were downtown for that model shoot. You guys remember? And Jeff was like, "Oh, we got John Gotti parking."
I guess for sandwiches, for parking, I have no idea where that even came from, but it's known for parking spots. That's what I use it for. So
get a front and center parking spot is John Gotti.
Yeah, for sure, a Gotti parking spot. TTYM. Now, Jordan actually said that one. That's a funny one. I might use that a couple times.
Okay, I see a question. How do you pick the music used for the videos? Well, I have some wonderful collaborators that supply music to us, and one gentleman's name is Jason Annis Sidney, and he was a music producer on the first season. He supplied just like 100 songs, for example, with the CBS association. Now we have some CBS Records artists. Those were they were featured in the first 2 episodes, as well as there's a bank of artists that CBS uses regularly. So I have a treasure trove of music to go through, and then I kind of just pick a song that kind of speaks to me about a given context, you know, whether it be upbeat or sad, or if a certain message that I want to, but it's very important to me, the music of the series, and I think it connects with people too. We're fortunate to have great tracks from not cheesy but good artists, and we're going to absolutely try to keep the music as powerful as it was in the first season.
How about, are you going to seek out charitable things like in season 1 in Cambodia?
Yes, we will. What a great question. We have an affiliation, though it's still not arm's length, with American Red Cross, and they provide suggestions for some great stories around the world if we were to travel through some exotic lands, as well as even back here. They floated some ideas, and if we're in those areas, maybe like a Katrina relief, or even like the Gulf with the oil spill.
I would love
to be that, you know.
I would love to do something down there for sure.
There may be some stories like that, and there's also other local kind of one-time charities, you know, like that feeding kitchen in Cambodia where we just stopped one time. So there would be quite a bit of that, because that's a lot of the most touching stuff.
You going to Haiti or Chile for the earthquake stuff, or just got that?
Jeff, how are you mentally preparing for this?
I'm not.
Wasn't your goal that you're having a beer?
Yeah, I prepared all week by drinking with Jordan. There's not too much to prepare. I want to learn from the show just as much, you know, like, how did I say it? Like, I don't want to learn from a textbook. I'm more of a hands-on person. I understand, you know, knowing some cultures and having, you know, a little bit of knowledge before you go is a good idea. And I have a little bit of knowledge on each different thing that we might see, but I don't even know where we're going. So when do I start studying, you know?
Right.
So I just want to take it as it comes. Like I said, I'm a hands-on learner. I learn better with, you know, just being immersed in the situation, and that's how I want to take it. So there's not too much to prepare for other than staying positive and things like that, which is great in any situation. Other than that, I'm just trying to work out, stay positive, and you know, take each moment as it comes and enjoy it.
I'm glad that he's not trying to over-prepare or overstudy things. You know, it's funny because even in my backpack, which is hugely overstuffed right now, I threw in 3 books, which have been trailing me for 3 years. Even with the Around the World for Free one, I always meant to read them, you know. One was like Work Your Way Around the World, the other one was Vagabonding, which is like long-term travel, and the third one was like short-term projects as you travel around the world. All of them great books, and all this time I've been trying to read them, and I realized I never ever got a chance to read it. And last night I was up all night packing, and once again I dutifully put the books in the backpack, and I'm not going to read them this time. And I think that's the magic of Around the World, that somehow the stars seem to line up, that we don't get a chance to prepare, and I think that's better.
I think so too. I like being thrown in a situation anyway and just letting the chips fall where they may. I'm better like that, my personality and everything like that. So, all right.
Next one.
Yeah, we got that one, I think. do we provide transportation for you both? That's a good question.
Graciously accepted if you do. It happened a lot in season one, that I benefited from the very same things. Most often I benefit from the same goodness and the same homes and meals that Jeff does, and certainly if he gets a place, I'm not going to go stay in a hotel if he's in a shack on the side of the road. So if you're, give me that offer, we will happily accept. If it's not possible, I will find a way to get on the same mode of transportation that he's on.